Happy New Year! Wait, what? Hi entrepreneurs, I'm Vicky Brown, and you're in the right place if you want to engage your team, boost your business, and grow your leadership muscle. Okay, it's coming, the end of the year, and that means it's time to focus on those critical tasks that are going to set your business up for success. So in this episode, we're covering the essential end-of-year responsibilities that every small business owner needs to handle. Now, they might seem overwhelming at first, but breaking them down into manageable sections, that's going to make them much more approachable. Let's start with compliance. After all, it's the foundation of your business operations, right? First, pull out your employee handbook. When was the last time you updated it? Employment laws change all the time, and your handbook needs to reflect what's current. Pay special attention to sections about remote work, technology use, and social media policies. These are the areas that are in constant evolution. And while you're at it, check your workplace posters. Federal and state agencies update them all the time. And displaying outdated versions, well, that can result in penalties. So make sure they're posted in locations where all employees, including remote workers, can access them. The next compliance issue? Review your I-9 forms. I-9s verify employment eligibility, and mistakes here can really cost you. So make sure every employee has a completed form and that all the documentation is current. Set up a system to track expiration dates for any documents that require re-verification. Take time to review job descriptions too. They should accurately reflect the current responsibilities and essential functions of the job. Don't forget to include remote work requirements, technology proficiency needs, and any new safety protocols your business has implemented. Now here's something a lot of business owners overlook: employee classifications. You see, the distinction between exempt and non-exempt status, well, it's not always clear-cut. So, review the classifications carefully, especially if you've modified any roles during the year. And remember, misclassification can lead to significant liability for unpaid overtime. So pay particular attention to roles that have evolved to include more independent judgment or specialized skills, or less. Changes might affect classification status. Now let's talk about benefits. Start by reviewing your health insurance plans. Are they still competitive? Are they meeting your employees' needs? Consider conducting an anonymous survey to gather feedback about the current benefits packages. And open enrollment is fast approaching, so create clear communications about any changes to your packages. Create a comprehensive communication strategy that can include virtual presentations, written materials, and one-on-one consultation. And don't forget about retirement plans. Make sure they comply with current regulations and that they serve your employees. And consider whether your matching policies are competitive in today's market. Wellness programs deserve attention too. You know, the past few years have shown us just how important employee well-being is. So evaluate your current offerings and consider updates that might be a better fit and might better support your team's physical and mental health. And don't be afraid to think beyond traditional programs. Consider adding mental health resources, flexible scheduling options, and family support benefits. While you're reviewing benefits, take a close look at your leave policies. Do they align with current laws and best practices? Consider whether your policies support work-life balance and accommodate various family situations. Okay, let's move on to payroll. Now, this is an area where details really matter. Start by verifying basic employee information, addresses, social security numbers, and tax withholdings. I know it seems simple, but incorrect information can cause major headaches during tax season. Create a systematic verification process and carefully document all changes. Now, if you're planning year-end bonuses or commissions, you might begin processing them now. Remember, these payments affect tax withholdings, and they need careful documentation. So consider the timing of the payments and their impact on both the company's and employees' tax situations. Speaking of taxes, prepare for W-2 and 1099 form distributions. Gather all the necessary information and review it for accuracy. Set up a timeline for distribution that ensures that you comply with all the filing deadlines. And pay special attention to payroll tax rates for the coming year. A lot of states adjust their rates annually. The same goes for minimum wage. Lots of jurisdictions implement changes at the beginning of the calendar year. So create a spreadsheet that can track changes across all locations where you have employees. And finally, reconcile all payroll records. This is going to help identify any discrepancies before they become problems. Take time to audit overtime calculations, benefit deductions, and tax withholdings. Now, recruiting and staffing are going to require strategic thinking on your part. Assess what your team might need for the upcoming year. Will you need to hire? Are there roles that need restructuring? You should review your job postings and see if they attract the right candidates. Make sure they reflect your company culture and highlight both in-office and remote work opportunities. Evaluate your recruitment strategies and the tools that you use. What worked this year? What didn't? Consider whether your current applicant tracking system meets your needs and whether your interview process is effective. Now, if you're considering restructuring or layoffs, well, you might start planning those now as well. These type of decisions require careful consideration and clear communication plans. So develop contingency plans and make sure your documentation is going to support your decisions. Training and development shape the future of your business. So start by assessing current employee skills that you have on the team and identify any gaps. It'll help you plan training programs that are going to be the most effective for what you need in the coming year. And don't be short-sighted. Consider both technical skills and soft skills, like leadership and communication. Review your onboarding process too. First impressions matter, and a strong onboarding program reduces turnover. Make sure your process works equally well for both in-person and remote employees. Look at the effectiveness of your current training programs. Are employees applying what they learn? Are you seeing the desired results? If not, it's time for some adjustments. Maybe consider implementing metrics to track the effectiveness of your training. Finally, let's talk about performance management. Get on the ball with scheduling those year-end reviews. Yeah, they take time, but they're crucial for alignment and growth. So make sure you prepare thoroughly for each review, that you gather specific examples and metrics that are going to support your feedback. Use the performance conversations to set clear goals for the upcoming year. And don't forget to make sure that the goals are specific, measurable, and aligned with employee development and company objectives. Oh, it's also the perfect time to review compensation structures and ensure that they're competitive as well. And don't forget to identify your high performers. Recognition matters, and you want to retain your best talent. So consider implementing formal recognition programs and career development paths. At the same time, address any performance issues promptly. When you carry those problems into the new year, that rarely improves the situation. Document all performance discussions and create specific improvement plans when and where they're needed. Remember, completing all this isn't just about checking boxes. It's about building a strong foundation for the upcoming year. And each task is going to contribute to your company's stability and growth. So take the time to do them thoroughly. Your business and your employees are going to benefit. Look, I know the end of the year is crazy busy, but these tasks are investments in your company's future. Start now, work through them systematically, and you'll begin the new year prepared and confident. Your attention to the details will pay dividends in improved operations, employee satisfaction, and staying legally compliant through the new year. If you found this information helpful, please subscribe and share. And remember, your inspired leadership is the secret sauce to having a high-performance team and a wildly successful business you'll love. I'll see you next time on Leader's Journey.